conversation that we have, whether the formal presentation and the conversation that we have around the coffee break and etc. I think the most important thing is we are introduced to different organizations, different people who has, I think, a lot to share in terms of innovation, in terms of their new products and etc. I think that is very, very important for an organization like Mike to know what are the future in terms of technology development, and we discuss about areas of sustainability and etc.
What we are seeing today exactly is the abundance of technology that we can capitalize for the right use cases to deliver value for the organization. What keeps me excited for now is how we can work with abundance of the data and how exactly couple that with the right technology and taking advantage of AI, be able to have the right use cases and more importantly to improve the efficiency across the organization.
So in terms of technology, we're actually looking at the end-to-end kind of ecosystem, the supply chain ecosystem, which is currently we have all the data in place in the system. So we hope that we are able to have the traceability from our product, from the upstream all the way to downstream and all the way into export market. So this is a technology we are looking at the blockchain technology to get all the information connected all the way from upstream to downstream and all the way to our customer in Europe.
So going forward also we are also enhancing a lot of business point of view, just like ESG is one of the main key points because we are also very concerned of greenhouse gases, the carbon emission.
The idea of developing new business models and using new technologies that will enhance their process, that will actually create more sustainable processes that link between one another is very, very key. What companies can do is look at some of these case studies and then see whether that applied to their own organizations, but come up with their own innovation and new business models that could actually help themselves and also help the whole ecosystem which they are working in.
We're also developing some types of proprietary technology that would be able to not just count people but also count houses. So that will also help us predict the population in a particular place, and of course do some simulations that would probably help in planning our townships.
I think the use case that we can look at for blockchain in the future will actually be on the identity, right? So it's famously being used for transaction like your cryptocurrency, but it can also be used for your eKYC. So that's something that I'm looking up and I'm hoping that the relevant parties and authorities are looking at introducing blockchain for identity very soon for Malaysia.
I mean, there's so many other things that I like, but open banking, 1, national digital ID, 2, and third is the use of DLT.
The topic or the trend now is about the AI technology. In terms of cybersecurity practitioner, we think that it's going to be a challenge because this is something that we are not used to before. But anyway, as we all know, when technology evolves, security also evolves. Like it or not, we have to face it, and this is something that we need to be ready. And then we need to also embrace the technology that is going to be out there.
Don't assume that your service provider, your technology provider will have the required security built into their solution or into their technology stack. From an enterprise viewpoint, be it the CISO or CIO, ask the right questions, ask the service provider, technology provider, what are the control standards that they've put in place, right? And ask for proof of that too.
Technology aplenty. I think the exciting thing for us is as a digital bank, we are very open to the concept of collaboration.
What we're seeing in developing an inclusive and sustainable startup ecosystem is that we cannot do this alone. We have to be collaborative in nature to spur value capture activities among other stakeholders within the startup ecosystem.